Hey guys, Coach Bricks here, back with another one of my speed topics. And this is just based off of what we talked about on the last video. And we talked about multi-directional, talked about the 45 and the lateral. And this is the lateral step here. I think there's three different type of lateral movements that most athletes perform. And I think one is overdone much more than the other ones. And it's trained way too much. I don't think it's utilized as much as most people think. But here are the three that we talk about here, all right? So the three types of lateral movement. Side shuffle, all right? Where we're not bringing our feet together, not crossing over. They're coming together, but they're not touching, so they should never touch. All right, they come in, but they should never touch. The crossover, great one. I'm not a fan of the karaoke at all, and I'll explain karaoke later on, another video. But the crossover, stepping over in front, all right? Stepping in front, that front leg comes over. It might be 1, 2, 3 steps or whatever. To set you up and get your body in position and to be able to take off. And the last one I like to do, and I just don't think it's stressed enough, but I think it's maybe one of the most important, and I've been doing this for about 3 years, and I've seen a huge difference with my athletes. Huge difference. And I call it the clear and go. So if we're lined up, what my object here is, and we're going to go this way, okay, is to clear this foot out so this leg can come through and go. So it's a straight path through. So a lot of times what happens is you get that arcing pattern, boom, it's just too slow. All right, so the clear and go. So these three movements are key. Now, what I was explaining earlier about one that's overdone, I think the side shuffle. I mean, honestly, so many coaches, especially basketball coaches, hammer that home. All right, we're going to side shuffle this far down, the half court, we're going all the way down. If you're side shuffling that far, there's something wrong. I really, truly mean that. I really, truly mean that. Because then you're not doing what you have to do. And I understand we used to do back when I played college basketball, we used to do the zigzag drill, was all side shuffles, okay? Boom, and you go down, every couple like steps, boom, then we change direction to another zigzag. Okay, I can understand. But when you're just doing it one way for so long, there's no purpose to it. There really is no purpose. The body just starts to break down. I've seen sloppiness after the first couple steps. Okay? The side shuffle should be used for very short, tight, contained positions. All right, that's just to shuffle my feet over, 2 or 3 steps, and boom, get myself where it needs to be. All right, or I'm shuffling over and I got a sprint, or side shuffle over and back. It's just setting me up for that next phase. Same thing somewhat with the crossover step. You see a lot of linebackers do it. All right, a lot of linebackers do this extremely well. Well, they'll read the offense, the running back. They'll see maybe go outside. They'll do 1 or 2 crossover steps. They see he's going to take it outside, and then they open up and go. And why the crossover is so great is because if they do cut back, say I'm taking a crossover step, it's 2 over, and all of a sudden they cut back on me, I'm in great body position, okay, where I'm squared up, that I can attack forward, or I can plant here, crossover back, and then cut back. All right, so the crossover step is very, very good. Once again, covering a little bit more ground than the side shuffle. The clear and go is great when I just know I need to go. All right, I don't think this one's stressed enough. But it's an incredible move when you get it right. Now, the problem is sometimes getting it right is difficult because a lot of athletes do this one incorrectly. But getting it to do right where you open up that front leg and then allow the back leg to drive through as you're turning and going, all right, you're going into a sprint, is invaluable. I mean, I can't tell you how important that is for my athletes and how much of a difference it has made with so many of my athletes who were just getting beat. They just couldn't get there. They were just missing it by so much. But once we taught them the clear and go of learning how to push off with that back leg, all right, driving forward in a horizontal position, all right, staying low, opening up that leg, and not pivoting on that front leg. That's a key. Don't pivot on it. You're actually picking it up and moving it forward and then driving out with the back leg. All right, it's key. These 3 ways are so important. I can't stress them enough. And if you guys have questions on them, please let me know. But it's a huge thing that I think needs to be taught more of, and this one needs to be taught a lot less of. All right, do I think there's a proper way to do this? No question. I think the side shuffle has been abused for years, and we can always get into how it should be taught. But like I said, in my honest opinion, we just overdo it. Everybody thinks any kind of side movement has to be a side shuffle, and I just disagree. I think the crossover can be more beneficial, and I really do the clear and go. But they're all used for certain positions. Short, tiny spaces, side shuffle. A little bit longer, I'm going to do a crossover. If I need to see, I need to go, boom, and I'm in a certain position, boom. Plus, this is also very, very important when I'm sprinting up. I break down, I do a lateral stop. Okay, lateral deceleration, which I speak about earlier in one of the other videos, and then come back out. This one's very, very key. All right, guys, let me know what kind of questions you have on that. Stay strong, stay blessed. Remember, greatness never rests. All right, guys, so here's the side shuffle, all right? Toes got to be straight, and we're just moving side to side, all right? Very basic, all right? Just the side to side, keeping the toes straight for the side. All right, guys, for our crossover, it's always bringing the leg across. If I'm coming here, boom, see? I'm just crossing over. Coming back, boom. All right? That's all I'm doing. So it's just a quick boom, boom. All right? Or boom, hit. All right? So that's all you have to do is cross that leg in front of the other, never bringing it behind. All right? Always driving in front. All right, the final lateral positioning step we're going to do is the clear and go. So what I do is I'm clearing, and then I would drive through here, okay? So here I am. I'm going to clear, and then I'm going to go. Same thing coming back. I'm going to clear it, so I can clear my body, and then come through. If I'm going to do it this way, okay? Clear. Now this leg can come straight through, coming right at you. All right, so that's the clear and go.